now that you all have taken a look at the video for the Google Glass, what do you think? What do you think are its best uses for each one of you? John, to start with.
Excellent idea. So yeah, a lot of usage as we have seen in the video, from like navigation to like let's say we want to search for something, to I think video when we are moving or taking a picture. Just one thing I was not sure, like how we can, let's say I want to check my mail, I got an email, so how I can read it, like is there a surface where I can read this mail?
As far as we understand, it's like when you're even clicking a picture, you see the picture in front. So similarly, you can maybe see the Gmail as well.
Yeah, so.
How would you like your Gmail to be seen?
We're not sure as of now. Would depend once they've actually.
I don't think this is going to work. I am not impressed with this device.
No, I don't think. What is the everyday functionality for it? And if you're on a trip or a holiday or if you're in a theme park or something like that, it makes sense. But every day I'm like working, I go to the office, I come back. How often am I going to use this?
So
I actually tend to disagree with them. It depends on the price. If you are going to price it at $1,000, maybe yeah, it is not going to work. But if you are selling it at $75 to $100, I'm sure people can buy it when they are going for recreation, or let's say they are going on a weekend, or they are let's say going to the park with their kids, or just like that they are roaming anywhere, they can use this, and I think it's a good device to use.
What we understood from a couple of other writings as well, that there are people who are actually life bloggers. So instead of actually blogging, they go about clicking picture of every part of their life. The Google Glass as of now has not come up with a thing in which there will be a recording for life. But there are only snippets which you can basically capture in the Google Glass. But do you think that this would in any way help maybe for a medical situation in which there is memory loss for the person, so that the person, if in case he sees the photographs or he sees his life, whatever, how he's led his life before, is going to help him in the... Is there any situation?
Continuously recording.
Continuously recording. So live bloggers basically what they do is, there's a particular person who's been recording 7 years of his life in the past, and he's been collecting the data on the basis of which he's analyzing the human behavior as well. So there are people like that. So we understand that the normal usages. So out here basically what we are trying to understand is if the normal people would be happy with the Google
But
Glass.
that's a very small section of the
Absolutely.
So how can you target this to the whole?
So would you be buying? Are you happy with the?
I don't believe in Google Glass. If Apple comes out with an innovation, I'll buy it.
If Apple comes up with an Apple Glass in that context, do you think you would?
Apple is better at innovating than Google. Apple will bring out more more usability of that.
What kind of usability would you want? Think about it. It's just.
For now, I'm happy with my iPhone. I don't need Google Glass.
I think the functionality is great. Just that I am concerned about privacy issue. Let's say if someone comes with wearing that glass and he or she doesn't tell me like they are taking a video, I think that can be misused. I'm not happy about that.
As of now, whatever Google has published, it's that Google has made sure that you cannot click a photograph without saying it aloud or without a click sound.
Okay.
Is what Google is trying to implement
Something that notifies.
Yes.
Something that notifies. That makes sense. That makes sense.
But as in the other camera devices that we have, the secret cameras and the pens and all that, we don't normally have those kinds of things. So as of now, Google has implemented that so that the person in front would also be able to know, to make sure that the privacy is there. But even then, if the privacy is there, regarding the person knowing in front, if there's a room filled with many people, there are many people who just might not know as well. So do you think it is an encroachment into privacy in that case?
I think so.
What about the social networking sites? Don't you feel that they are an encroachment into privacy as well, or are you cool with it?
What do you mean?
Somebody, you're in some party, some friend clicks a photograph, tags you there, and since there is a way by which Facebook by itself recognizes the people in the tag.
But isn't there an option to disable that?
You can
Yes.
do that from privacy.
Yeah,
That will only be possible once you go on Facebook and then you untag yourself and all.
No. Isn't there a way to?
So if you don't want to get yourself tagged, you can anyways change the settings from the privacy settings. That's what I've done.
Yeah.
So anyways, if somebody tags me in the photo, first
Unless
it will
I
come
allow
into
it.
my wall and saying that this person wants to tag
That
you.
only stops you from getting it on your
Getting
wall,
it
but the
on
person
wall.
who's posted the photographs,
Yeah.
it's there in this profile, this wall,
That's-
his
But
friends will
they
see.
will not. Nobody will see my tag. So
No,
but they
But
can see
you
the
can see the
photo.
photo. They'll recognize you.
Anybody can click your picture and put it up, right?
Correct.
So how do you stop that?
That's a concern. Yeah.
So in that case, if the person is, so normally what we know right now, somebody is clicking photographs, we can see the person. But then if you're just wearing glasses and the person even from one corner of the room takes a photograph photograph now, so you may or may not notice.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, but for that, I mean, if anybody wants to do that, I mean, there are many other devices to do that, like you said, secret cameras and pens. So if that has to happen, that will anyways happen. People don't need Google Glass to encroach into your privacy and click your photos. That they can do any which ways.
So what do you think would be the prime functionality that you would expect out of Google Glass, which would make your life easier maybe?
My life is I don't know. I think it's very subjective. I mean, me personally, I'm not really a gadget freak, and I don't. But even my phone, I don't have like a very high usage of it. So I don't know. I mean,
Would you want to check
I
your
don't
mails
think
on
that-
Google Glass and then be?
I don't think I
all
would
the time?
personally want to own a Google Glass because I am not a gadget freak. I mean, I'm not somebody who will handle a lot of gadgets and be involved with it. So I don't think personally I would really need one for myself. So.
About you,
No,
Roger?
absolutely.
I think Google Glass should have a projector, so you switch it on and you can project a movie and you can watch that movie
From your glass.
That's
from your glasses.
from your
Yeah.
glasses. Okay, that is something. So actually, we are trying to get in more ideas and what will be the functionalities that we can expect out of Google Glass, which will actually help us enhance our life rather than have a negative effect on it. Like we were discussing the privacy part of it, which is the negative aspect, which, as Radhika mentioned, that might happen through other devices as well. So other than the projector part of it and the Gmail and even replying to mails through voice commands, is there any other functionality which you would want on the Google Glass which will help you?
I would like to use maps. The navigation I think is pretty cool. So that I think I would use it very often. But pictures and videos I would not want to use. So I think it will make life a bit more complicated, that glass thing. But navigation is good for me. I think that's the thing I would want to use.
Any other apps which as of now would you want games or
How can you,
I don't think.
Yeah,
something which is going to make note of your eye movements and
In the specs, I think it will be too strenuous for your eyes. That's, I think, is a big concern.
so even if they make sure that it's not strenuous, do you think it will be a
But it will
major
still be very close to your eyes, right?
So do you
It
think
can't be there. It has to be very close to your eyes. So it has to be
do you
strenuous.
think it's going to be an even if they're able to resolve that, do you think it's going to be an inhibition from the people who are going to buy it thinking that it might
Yes.
have
Yes, I think so.
side
I think
effects?
so.
Yes.
I think secondly, it should also be calm to the eyes. It should not harm eyes in the sense
People will be very skeptical.
that how to use it, if what sort of harm that product can give to eyes. So I'm sure that that has to be taken care. Like when I'm watching TV, let's say, maybe something can be done that it can enhance my view, and on the same time, my eyes are like, it's calm to my eyes, something like that. I'm not sure if.
But there is something, right, that you need to keep at least 1 foot distance from your
No, I'm saying like,
from your eye to the device screen or whatever.
yeah.
So it will be too close to the eye. That's what he's saying, right?
So what about the cool factor of owning such a thing? Do you
Fad.
think? Yeah, the fad. Are you all a part of
I think only Apple
I
can
think
get
for a
that.
lot of people that would be.
Google cannot do it. Okay,
If Apple comes up with a similar device,
Yes.
just think it, instead of a Google Glass, think about it as an Apple Glass.
My decision to buy will depend, as I said, on the price. Okay. If it's too expensive, I'll not buy it.
What would you think is too expensive?
As I already mentioned a figure, like $75 to $100 is a good price to buy this gadget.
More than 150, would you be willing to buy?
It depends. It's subjective.
Depends.
It's
So that's what
subjective
we're trying
and-
to find out. What are the functionalities that you would want, which is going to help you? So would you want something which is going to be a planner for your
What would
day-to-day
you want
activity?
as a functionality?
Personally, I think it would be very useful if it can help me write down things. I don't need to type things. I just like for the case of blogging. If I'm blogging, I would not want to write it down. I would just want to say it, and then they would be recording automatically.
It's like a voice recorder.
Like a voice recorder, something which is going to type it down for me as well.
Voice to text translator.
Voice to
Text translator, along with the obviously photographs and everything.
Lots of phones.
Yeah, but that has to be like very reliable.
Very
As I've seen in the
reliable,
phone, it doesn't work properly because of Excel, because
Because of accent problem. Yeah.
so many
The
things.
same thing happens in Siri also.
So do you think such a thing would be useful as well if you're, especially for all of us, since most of us have to write a lot in our daily lives. So do you think it's gonna help us in any manner, even for emails? Like you're responding to an email, instead of writing it down, you're just seeing it and you're just saying that.
No, for me personally, I don't think so.
You know,
I think the whole joy in writing is to type it out. So,
Radhika, for you, is it gonna help you in any manner?
No, like I said, I mean, I try to stay as less on the gadgets as possible. So, I mean, thing that is very simple is the thing for me. I mean, I'm not the person who can handle a Google Glass and all those complicated devices. So.
Why are you obsessed with Google Glass?
Because